Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angel and today I'll be doing my December TBR. It is going to take a few videos for me to stop looking at my hair and to stop playing with my hair and to stop mentioning it, but I just get my hair chopped. It is a lot shorter than I've been in a very long time. I am loving it, but definitely is a bit of getting used to. I did my little festive sweater on because obviously this is December, which is already crazy. These are the last books I'm reading this year. I know I'll be reading more books than just the ones I choose here, but still it's like such a weight to put on TBR. That's a lot to put on it. Books still on my 10 before the end that are still on this cart are The Familiar, Raven Scholar, Vilest Things. What else is on there? Is that it? Immortal Consequences. A couple housekeeping things. I think this video is being posted on November 30th because I think I've decided this year that I am not going to do Vlogmas, which I'm really sad about. I know I'm gonna have FOMO the second it starts. However, just already last year, it took quite a toll on me to make sure I had those videos out. I feel like obviously posting videos in that quick succession not can hurt your views, but I feel like definitely my views were a little bit lower, especially from what I was aiming for with the work I was putting out. I love creating the content. I still do want to do the 2 a week, but I just think also trying to do those 12 days in a row, it's gonna be too much. You guys don't know, I do have a full-time job, I do full-time school online, and I have 2 part-time jobs, and I do this as well. So I think if I just tried to make that all work, especially with also being on vacation the last week of November when I would normally plot and get ready, it's not gonna work. I should be honest with myself about that. So no Vlogmas here unfortunately, but still my regular 2 videos every single week. Also, this lighting is terrible. It is because it's only 2 o'clock, but do you know what it is? It is the middle of November and the days are gloomy. It's been raining and hailing all day and the light is non-existent. So it's what we're working with. I deeply apologize. I love you. Let's get into this. I think we're gonna just stick with 8 unless like we pull a bunch we want to go to a 9th or 10th, but I feel like I want to do 8 and then just leave some room for mood reading. I've been loving doing TBR roulette again, so I'd love to leave some more space for that, as well as just like some reading whatever I want or making sure I can read the books I need to read for the end of the year. Pick one. Okay, this is nice, almost like a freebie. It's a book I haven't read before. I put this one in because I was working on some rereads, which reminds me, this is still just behind me. This needs to go on the cart here. So pretty much everything besides what I just put on can be fair game. So I think it'd be smart to pick one of my books I read for the end of the year, the time for the end. I'm gonna go ahead and do The Raven Scholar because I really want to read this one and it just keeps getting pushed off. I feel like because I'm so daunted by it. Also, I'm not filming with my mic because I always find this video hard to film with your mic because you're obviously grabbing books and everything, and I live in a really busy street and it was quiet for the past hour and now everybody and their mother decided to drive on by. So I apologize about all that. I've heard nothing but good things about this. I know it's like animal based. I'm pretty sure there's animals in it, and people just said it's like the best written high fantasy they've read for a long time, and I'm here for that. Also a freebie to start. I like getting, led into it. Pick 2. A book that has white on the cover. Okay, I think so the responsible thing to do would be picking Fool's Fate because I started this series now. This trilogy I started last month or the month before. Obviously this series is 16 books long. I've been reading it since the end of last year already. However, I think this would be the smart one to pick up so I can finish off this little trilogy and have this one done for the end of the year, which was a goal of mine. Also some white on Love Arranged. I think I'm just gonna go with my gut and just go for Fool's Fate. I know I need to read this. It needs to be done. Is that another huge chunk on the list for Christmas? Yes. Also, one thing really exciting, and I'm not like counting it as time I'm gonna have fully off because obviously I know there's gonna be lots of festivities going on, but my work this year is following the school boards in the sense that I'll be off of work. My last day will be December 19th and I will go back till January 5th. I get the full 2 weeks off for Christmas. It's really exciting. I'm planning on doing a bunch of fun vlogs in there. It's like filming a bunch. I guess a lot of things pre-filmed for you guys. I'm probably gonna do a 24-hour readathon. I'm gonna do living life like a full-time author for a day, a bunch of fun things. So I know I'm gonna have a bit more time, maybe that little chunk, so having some thickies wouldn't hurt. Okay, book 3. Maybe if you keep going with all these thick ones, I will only do 8. Book 3 is a happy or feel-good book. Now, hear me out. I don't read a lot of these. I don't read a lot of those. However, when I do, they're most likely a romance book. Like, let's just be real. I do actually have a couple romance down here now. Before this was non-existent. I'm gonna say Carly Fortune. These 2 I really do want to read. The one Golden Summer and The Summer Will Be Different. However, I feel like picking up a book that has summer in the title during the month of Christmas is diabolical. I feel like that can't be allowed. Love Arranged feels a little bit too chunky, and I feel like I need to be in the mood for that one. That one needs to be picked up when I actually want to read it, or else I'm going to trick myself through it and I'm not going to enjoy it. And then not a love song, I do still want to read, but I do really think I want to pick up Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I think I've read almost every book Abby Jimenez has written, but this one. I don't know what happened. Pretty much I got offered an arc of Yours Truly before I even read this one, and I took it. I love that book. I read just for the summer. I read the new one that came out as well. I was meant to go back and read this one, but I just never picked it up, and I finally got off Marketplace the other day for $10 in mint condition. So she came home with me. Obviously, there's gonna be like some hardships, probably a third act breakup, but I feel like a romance is pretty much a good bet for happy feel good books. We're gonna go ahead and do Part of Your World. Okay, I like we have a like little romance in there. That's fun. There's a little lamb on the cover. Okay, this is like a million. I'm gonna go with this one. Pick 4. Ooh. Okay, ends in an odd amount of pages. So kind of one again where I can kind of pick through a couple books that I really want to read and see if it fits that prompt. So looking for an odd number of pages. So what about Viola's Things? I'm trying to like get spoilers as I look. 372, so not an odd number. This one is on my TBR. Oh, 379, because then the author's note comes next. But okay, I'm gonna get me one more. I'm gonna look at Immortal Consequences also. They're both my 10 before the end, so they're both like important to be read. But The Familiar is actually on my 25 to read in 2025, so it's a double list one. This one's also $5.95. I think I'm gonna read this one just because also I put a hold on Libby for the ebook of this because I love reading my e-reader. We all know this. It's just gonna be available in 2 weeks, and because I'm filming this in November, that would perfectly line up with reading this in December. And I can also have the ebook copy of it too. That would be lovely. So I think I'm gonna go with The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo for a book with an odd number of pages. This stack is turning out quite well so far. I'm proud of myself for getting some of those books off. Pick 5. Oh, okay. A book released 5+ years ago. That's not gonna be much in this card. That's not gonna be much in this card at all. Only ones that are coming to mind, honestly, are Rhythm of War might be 5 years old. I don't think it is. I think when I checked, like, Oathbringer is 2019. This must be sooner than that, obviously. 2021? Oh, 2020. That is 5 years ago. That's like just kind of close, but it definitely could count. Another one that might be it is maybe Ace of Spades. 2021, so not old enough. $2023. Okay, so it has to be Rhythm of War. I think it's way of forcing me to try to finish the Store of My Archives this year. Listen, Oathbringer is on the TBR for this month. I still haven't picked it up. I really should, because it's a 1,300-page book or 1,200-page book. But anyways, I initially made the goal to finish all 5 books from my archive that are out currently by the end of this year. Actually, I don't have the copy of it yet because obviously it's not out in paperback, which I prefer. So that one might not get read, but at least if I read this one, that's another one off my 25 to read 2025. But I'm being forced to read this, and I'm terrified of it. It kind of like curved my bookshelf a little bit, so you can see like it divoted, so I kind of want to get rid of that somehow, but also don't blame her. She's like a 1,000-page book, but I guess we have to do this one for 5+ years ago. Great. Ah! Just a little bit of fear. That's fine. A healthy mix. I'm gonna go with this one for pick 6. A character name in the title. I'm not sure I have any of these currently. A character name in the title. Okay. The only one I think could work is, I'm guessing Scythe and Sparrow are their nicknames in this one. So it doesn't say on the back that these are the names, but I'm almost 90% sure they are. Right? Like that's always what the books are. I could be totally wrong, but I'm 99% sure that these would be their nicknames, Scythe and Sparrow, or it's like part of their like names in the book. Everything else that fits. Instead of picking another one, I just think I should roll the dice and choose this one because it would be fun to get another romance on here. This is like a dark comedic romance. This is like the only dabbling I've done in the dark romance genre, so I think it's kind of fun to throw one of these in here, especially with me already having now 3 thick fantasies and 1 very thick fantasy, so I'm gonna give myself that grace. Next would be pick, is this already 7? I get so sad in these videos when you're ending, so I'm like, guys, I'm having so much fun. Okay, I get a freebie. That's like the best pick ever. Okay, so truthfully, it should be Viola's Things or Immortal Consequences, and it's kind of like not a gamble, because no matter what, I'll read the other one this month. Like, I'm gonna get my list done. I'm determined. I'm stubborn to a fault. It's gonna be read. But I think, honestly, when it comes to, like, which one I want to read more, I think it has to be Viola's Things, or should it be The Mask Falling? I don't know. I don't read this one to get this one done, because here's my thing. I thought this was a duology. It's not. She just released the cover for book 3, and it's stunning. It's, like, gold. And I thought this was gonna be it. So I thought when I was doing this too, that I was checking off a series, but I'm not. But I do really want to read it. I think, like, out of my cart, that thing, like, calling the most to me, to be honest, is this one. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go with Viola's Things. I love Chloe Gong. I need to read this. It's time. Okay, last pick. What would I like to get for my last pick? This one fell. I'd honestly love to get The Mask Falling, Dawn of Onyx, Fate of Furies be good. Or obviously Moral Consequences is in the TBR. It needs to be read for the end of the year, but we'll see. Pick this one. 8. No way. Okay, we pulled ends in an even number of pages, so we got the even and the odd prompt in this video. I already know, unfortunately, that Immortal Consequences ends in an odd number, because I discovered that when we pulled for that one. So that one cannot be it. So, what are besides? I think besides that, I want to read, like, Dawn of Onyx. Metal Singer, I'm actually going to try to read in November, so I'm not going to pick that one because it is on, I have it on Libby now for like 2 more days, I think. So I'd love to try to speed through it. I don't think I'm going to, but still. I love Fate and Furies with The Mask Falling, honestly. So let's see what this one is. I've been loving the Bone Season series. This is book 4. Book 5 is out only in hardcover, and I'm not sure if the series, I think the series is longer than that. Like, there's going to be more, but we will see. Okay. People of interest. That's part of the book or no? Or just, like, information for you. I don't want any spoilers. Yeah, I'm in a glossary now, so I think... I'm so scared of spoilers, guys. I'm trying to read anything, but keep track of, like, if I'm in a chapter or not. Okay, I'm going to guess 461. So it's not even... It's not... 461 is not even, unfortunately. Fate and Furies. I don't read the series. I don't keep reading this one. 448. Nice. Now let's check Dawn of Onyx as well. The acknowledgements end on 408. How long is our acknowledgements? Okay. 406. So we either keep going with the series I've already started this year and try to get closer to finishing it, because if I read this one, I actually could pick up book 4 in this month as well and finish the series off, or I can start a new series in the year and carry on to next year. I do have the next 2 books in the series right here. I also have the next book in this series right here. So I do think I should be responsible and try to finish off a series for the year ends. So, like, Viola's Things finishes the series up to date. Scythe and Sparrow finishes the series. Part of Your World goes back and finishes the series I never actually fully started properly. Fool's Fate ends a series, and Rhythm of War ends a series up until what I own currently. So I feel like it's a very responsible month and a good way to round out and end the year. So I think I am going to go with Fate and Furies, Book 3, and Legends of Thesmar. This is like a fun, romantic fantasy, definitely spicy. Sometimes ill-placed spice, but still a fun time. Alright, friends, let's do a quick recap. So we're in for quite the month, I think. So quick recap, for a book I haven't read before, I chose The Raven Scholar. For a book with white on the cover, I chose Fool's Fate. For a happy or feel-good book, I chose Part of Your World. A book ending in an odd amount of pages, I chose The Familiar. For a book published 5+ years ago, I chose Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. For a freebie, I chose Viola's Things by Chloe Gong. For a book with a character name on the cover, I think I might have chosen correctly, and I chose Scythe and Sparrow. And lastly, for a book with an even amount of pages, I chose Fate and Furies. Alrighty, friends, this is my December TBR. This time I'm ending off the year. I'm so emo about it, honestly. I've had such an amazing year this year. It has been just so incredible. And I feel like leaving a reading year is always kind of nostalgic. My goal this year was 125 books, but I did actually already hit that book today. Like I said, it's mid-November. So I think I can maybe hit 150 by the end of the year, which is crazy. As always, if you guys have read any of these books before, let me know your thoughts on them. If you guys want to see any specific videos of these books in them, please let me know any thoughts you guys have or videos you'd like to see. Comment a Christmas tree emoji if you're still here, because my favorite time of year is Among Us, and I'm so excited. As always, if you guys like today's video, please try to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel out so much. I'm also on Book Talk and Instagram at Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!